The circle of fifths looks scary, but it's actually your best friend in music. That big, complicated circle covered in letters, sharps, and flats. It looks like some kind of ancient musical code, right? I'm here to tell you that's completely wrong. This circle isn't your enemy. It's actually one of the most powerful tools you can have. It's a cheat sheet for understanding how all music is connected. Think of it more like a map. You'd want a map to know where you are and how to get to your next destination. The circle of fifths is exactly that, but for music. It shows you where your home key is and gives you clear directions to every other key. It's about seeing the beautiful underlying pattern that governs Western music. It's the key that unlocks everything. We're going to build this thing piece by piece, step by step, so you can see how simple the logic really is. By the end of this, that intimidating circle will look like an old, familiar friend, ready to help you out whenever you get stuck. The truth is, this scary circle is designed to make your life easier. It's a shortcut. So, take a deep breath. We're going to demystify this thing together, and you're going to see just how incredibly useful it can be. Let's get started. Imagine a clock face. At the very top, at the 12 o'clock position, we have the key of C major. This is our starting point because it's the simplest key of all. It has no sharps and no flats, just the white keys on the piano. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Now, to build the circle, we just have to move clockwise in intervals of a perfect fifth. What's a perfect fifth up from C? If you count up the C major scale, you land on G. So, our 1 o'clock position is the key of G major. Now, here's where the magic happens. Every time we take a step clockwise, we add 1 sharp. C major had 0 sharps. Our new key G major has 1 sharp, F sharp. The scale is G, A, B, C, D, E, and F sharp. What's a perfect fifth up from G, D? So our 2 o'clock position is D major, and we add another sharp. The key of D major has 2 sharps, F sharp and C sharp. You can see the pattern emerging already. We can keep going around the clock this way. A, E, B, each adding 1 more sharp. Now what about going the other way? If we move counterclockwise, a fifth down from C is F. So our 11 o'clock position is F major. When we move counterclockwise, instead of adding sharps, we add flats. F major has 1 flat, B flat. The circle is a perfect symmetrical system. Moving clockwise adds sharps 1 by 1. Moving counterclockwise adds flats 1 by 1. It's a visual representation of how all 12 keys are related. So now we know how the circle is built. But what do we do with it? One powerful function, moving between keys, modulation. You don't always stay in one key. Changing keys adds excitement, drama, emotion. The circle of fifths shows you the smoothest ways to do this. Adjacent keys are closely related. They share almost all the same notes. Example, move from C major to G major. C and G are next to each other on the circle. They share 6 of 7 notes. Only difference, F becomes F sharp. That 1 sharp makes the change sound natural. How to make the jump? Use the 5 chord of the new key. In C, we want to go to G. The fifth of G is D, so use D major or D7 for even more pull. Introduce D while in C. It creates tension that resolves to G. It's a signpost. We're going to G. Imagine you're playing CFC. It sounds nice and stable. Now change it to CFDG. That D doesn't belong to C, but it sets up G perfectly. This idea of moving between adjacent keys is a fundamental tool for any songwriter. It's how you create different sections in a song that feel distinct but connected. A classic songwriting trick. Write your verse in one key, then modulate to a new key for the chorus to make it feel bigger. The circle of fifths is your guide. Modulate up a fifth, like C to G. That move creates lift and energy for a chorus that soars. As a songwriter, you get a palette of emotions. Want to lift the energy? Move clockwise. Want mellow or soulful? Move counterclockwise. By now, that circle should be looking a lot less intimidating. We've seen how it's built on a simple pattern of fifths. The most immediate benefit, it completely demystifies key signatures. You will never again have to stare at sheet music and feel lost. Think back to our clock. 1 sharp, 1 o'clock G major, 2 sharps, 2 o'clock D major, 3 flats, count 3 steps counterclockwise, E flat major. The circle becomes your instant decoder ring. No more guesswork or rote memorization. Remember C at the top, clockwise for sharps, counterclockwise for flats. If someone says, let's play this in A, picture A at 3 o'clock. A has 3 sharps, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. You now have a mental map before you play a note. This is the difference between blindly following instructions and truly understanding music. The circle of fifths isn't just theory. It's a practical tool that connects everything. It's the master key that unlocks musical doors. Print one out, hang it on your wall, look at it every day. The more you use it, the more its patterns become second nature. Once you understand the circle, you'll never be lost in key signatures again. It's your map to musical freedom.